Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Adventures of Adam. I'm Adam, let's adventure. Today we're going to be playing hardcore World of Warcraft Classic. We are self-found, and if you missed the stream last night, at the very end, we obtained the Greater Magic Wand, and boy was it ever a grind. We have it now, the grind is over, now it's time for fun. Let's go kill some stuff. Things I did off stream between last night and now was I basically just did all the legwork quests. The quests that send you to Lakeshire, back to Stormwind, back to Westfall, back to Lakeshire. So I did all the preliminary legwork quests and it gained us almost a level. So we're very close to 15, but now we're back in Westfall and we're ready for some questing. So, what is first on the docket today? Probably some of these lower level quests. So let's work on Gortusk Pie, Westfall Stew, and then I'll turn my speaker down. Looks like we're getting some feedback into the microphone. That looks better. Westfall Stew. And if we're lucky, while we're farming for Murloc Eyes on the Westfall Stew, we might get Captain Sanders' treasure map. So, that's something to keep an eye out for. This Greater Magic Wand is actually nuts. So, it deals 22 to 41 damage. Compare that to our Shadow Bolt. Our Shadow Bolt deals 26 to 32 damage. It actually deals more damage than Shadow Bolt. Not only that, but it costs no mana, and it happens once every 1.8 seconds compared to once every 2.2 seconds. So it attacks faster, and it hits harder, and it costs infinitely less mana. It's so insane. Also, I just realized when I moused over that corpse, I picked up skinning after dropping enchanting. I dropped enchanting after we got the wand. I forgot that I cannot get the, as a self-found player, I can't do enchanting unless I level blacksmithing first. So, and I completely forgot about that. So I might have to backtrack. If I would have remembered, I would have done the skinning leveling off stream. Yeah, dang it. It's not the end of the world. We might be able to skin level 10s. So, and there's some level 10 coyotes running around. I just got a new corruption. But so between the new corruption and the wand, I don't think it's going to be worth it spending a global cooldown on this Curse of Agony. I don't think, like, one single wand hit does like 35 damage, and I don't think spending a global cooldown on a dot that's not going to deal as much damage as a single wand attack is not worth it. We can skin the level 10 coyotes. Okay. I did join a guild, which is very unlike me. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Welcome. Oh, we need these vultures, too, for the Westfall Stew. So if I do see any level 10s, I will skin them. So we don't have to backtrack to Elwyn Forest. It's level 12. So yesterday, I got into a friendly, I don't know what you want to call it, debate with one of the viewers. whether or not these harvest golems can be taunted. That one seems like it was. Or maybe just the damage dealt by it was enough to pull aggro back. Hold on, I want to look again. Torment. 5-second cooldown. I'm going to watch very closly. Okay, it dealt damage. But I don't think it's generating threat, because we're ripping aggro immediately, and that doesn't happen with any of the other mobs that we're fighting at this level. So I don't know. Maybe they were onto something. Oh, I also turned in the quest for Old Blanchy. I don't think I'll be able to skin the level 10. Or the 11. I definitely can do the level 10. That was a crit on Immolate. Yeah, we're not pulling aggro on the Coyote, but we pull aggro on the Harvest Watchers every time. I think increases the effectiveness of your Voidwalker's Torment, Consume Shadows, and Sacrifice and Suffering spells by 10%. Going all in on Voidwalker. Void Daddy is going to carry us hard. This guy running for his life, does he need help? Well, he's not... He's fine. He's doing just fine. Okay. I don't like to intervene if people don't want to be intervened on, I guess. Now he's aggroed another mob. Man, requires skinning 10. So we need the level 11 ones. Oh no, somebody died over here. Soul fragment. Maybe we just dip into Westfall just to get my skinning to, like, I don't know, 20. We can also skin, like, rabbits and deer. Skinning is increased to 4. Yeah, it won't take very long. Because if we can get our skinning to, like, 20... then we'll be set. And we're at 5. So I think there's a pack of wolves just on the other side of this bridge. So it'll be real quick. Hey, what's up, Scott? Welcome. Welcome back. We got our wand last night at the end of the stream, and it is smashing hard. So because I got my wand, I've dropped enchanting and I've picked up skinning, so we're just going to take a quick detour back into Elwyn Forest and take skinning. Or level skinning just a bit. I think if we can get it to like 10 or 20, we can start skinning the lower level enemies in Westfall. So, taking a quick detour. Oh, I guess it must have said failed attempt. I was looking down at chat to see if I got the skill point increase. Nice. Well, hopefully it works out. Sometimes there can be some subtle differences between the private servers and the live servers. Just because when they made the live servers, they didn't have all the information and they had to kind of connect the dots and fill in the gaps. But for the most part, they're pretty accurate. So they're pretty darn close. Come on. You know, I think once we get to 20, we'll head back over to Westfall. That's a big difference. 5 gigabytes instead of 115. I did get my wand, yeah. It's 17.5 DPS. If you look at the damage it does, it deals 22 to 41 damage compared to my Shadow Bolt, which deals 26 to 32. So it's just massively overpowered. And it does it every 1.8 seconds compared to a 2.2 second cast on Shadow Bolt. In addition to that, it doesn't cost mana. Also, you don't suffer from spell pushback. Like if I'm getting attacked by a mob in melee range and I'm trying to cast a spell, my casting bar will get pushed back every time I take damage. With the wand, you don't get pushback. This wand is nutty. Especially for this level. Like, I will keep this wand until I'm, like, level 30. Probably. Before I replace it. Alright, let's head on back. Also, I did get this Onyxia buff while I was running around and doing chores before the stream started. It doesn't really do a whole... I mean, it doesn't do nothing, but it's like... I guess 10% spell crit isn't... It is something. But damage over time abilities don't crit, so like I might get a few crits on the immolate damage up front, but the damage over time effects, they don't crit, so it wouldn't be as helpful to me as it would a mage, for example. Or a priest. I don't know if it affects my... No, it doesn't. I don't think it affects my pet. Maybe if I didn't have my pet active when the buff went out. I'm wondering if it would have, because giving him melee crit wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, we got our Voidwalker. My own personal tank. Big Blue. Okay, now we can skin the level... Oh, I guess we already could skin the level 10. I'm gonna use him until level 60 or death. There might be some niche scenarios where I have to use different pets depending on the situation, but for 95% of the time, I'm gonna have this guy out and a bit up, doing work. I'm gonna try to skin this before it despawns. Failed attempt. At least we can do the level 12 ones now. Even if it, you know, we're failing occasionally. Yeah, he's my new ride or die companion. Maybe? I don't... You can... There are... You know what? I've never had an end game warlock before, so I can't answer that question with, like, any level of confidence. But there are other demons you can summon, but I think they're temporary. Like, it's almost like a cooldown. There's like an infernal that comes down and does a bunch of AoE damage. But I don't think they follow you around like the Voidwalker does. It like comes down, does its thing, and then goes away. Or I think maybe you have to even kill it. I don't know. Like, well, somebody else killed this guy for me, but it's not a big deal. We would have been able to handle it just fine. Yeah, that's pretty much my plan. So I've put 1 point into improved Voidwalker, and I'm going to put my next 2 points in here as well. So he'll have 30% increased effectiveness on Torment, which is his main attack here. Consume Shadows, which is his self-heal that he does outside of combat. Sacrifice, which is an ability that, like, sacrifice is one of the reasons you want to play Warlock as hardcore. You sacrifice him and you get like 1,000 HP shield. So that this talent will make it 30% more, so like 1,300 HP shield. And Suffering is like his AoE taunt. So it just increases the effectiveness of those abilities. So yeah, that you know, I like that talent quite a bit. Cadet Leggings of the Whale. Male armor. Womp womp. Yeah, he will, it's not... I don't think it's as effective as, like, the Warrior's taunt, but I think it will hit up to 3 enemies. So yeah, you can... I haven't really had much opportunity to test it. Ah, shnikes. I'm not confident enough in it to like pull 3 mobs and then use the like Rain of Fire AoE. But I do spread dots around, and it works pretty effectively. You know what, actually... I need to grab some soul shards. Dang it. The spell ended before I got it off. Let's grab this guy. He's a little squirrely. Out of range. Yeah, warlocks do get water breathing. I think it's at level 18. 18 or 20, something like that. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, there's really no reason for anyone to die to drowning. That's just a silly way to die. Oh, shnikey. He's trying to grab that chest, but he can't because he's in combat. Oh, snap. So he's just sitting there, just watching. Waiting for me to finish him off so he can grab the chest. Very classy. Pretty sure I hit the button to cast that spell. Yo! Okay, no, that doesn't actually do anything for us. Oh, also, there is a vendor in Lakeshire who sells this robe. So I picked that up from the vendor. And then, oh, now that we're level 15, we can equip this one, which I also got from the vendor in Lakeshire. If I was really determined, I could farm these murlocs until I get a quest item that drops. It's a random item that starts a quest chain. And at the end of the quest chain, there's an 8-slot bag, which is actually pretty good for self-found players. But the quest item has like a 1% drop chance. I'm surprised these other ones didn't pull, actually. I was prepared for it to happen. Oh, we already got the Murloc guy. I guess I could turn back. I don't know. Oh wow, 50 slots is crazy. I think. Hold on, I can look it up real quick, but I would need to get to somewhere safe before I do. I think the Onyxias. I want to say 18 or 20 for classic. If you go into retail, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, I don't know. Give me a second, I'll look. Onyxia. Hide backpack. 18 slot bag. I think that's as big as they get in classic. Yeah. Okay, so we can turn in the Forgotten Heirloom. It looks like Westfall Stew is complete as well. No. We need okra. We need to go farm some robots. Yeah, well, I mean, as at level 60, I can potentially, at level 60, I could do an Onyxia raid and have a chance to get that bag drop off the boss. But that wouldn't be until level 60. With the tailoring profession, you can craft your own bags, and there might be a 18 slot bag that you can craft. I don't know if you'd be able to do it self-found or not. I don't know what materials go into it. I've never crafted one before. So there's a couple quests that are super dangerous that I'm going to have to do. Well, I guess I don't have to do. I could skip them. But I like to do them because it's part of the fun. You know, risking it for the biscuit, so to speak. Yeah, so I didn't even use Immolate. I used my, the 2 damage over time abilities that don't have any big burst attached to them. And the literal moment that I started wanding, I ripped aggro off my Voidwalker. I don't think these guys can be taunted. Effects that generate additional threat. It is my belief that they do not generate additional threat against these targets. What the hell is this guy doing? It's making me nervous. He's acting squirrely. I don't like it when they act squirrely. I guess since I have this world buff, it might be better to spam Shadow Bolt instead, right? So they got the extra 5% spell crit. No, it just doesn't feel worth it, does it? I've got tetanus now. Boo. Now we can make... Oh no, we need okra. Hops is for the brew quest. Yeah, you do have to opt into PvP. And in hardcore, it will ask you if you're sure before you do. Because a level 60 player could come in and, you know, one-shot you. If I were to flag myself for PvP...
Good day to you.
I can get
See
owned.
you around. See you later.
I am now honored with Stormwind, which means I can buy things from Stormwind and get a bigger discount. Apparently there's a griefer summoning players directly into the lava in Ironforge. Oh, well. Could be because I'm human. I think it's just the time of day. In a couple hours, it'll go downhill quite a bit. You know, I think from like 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. my time, it gets pretty busy. There's just more people playing. Man, all these greens that I can't use. Laying down my bags. Resist? No, thank you. Yeah, just impossible to avoid walker. Triple threat. Against these fellows. Oh, I can actually turn in Gortusk liver pie. Clear up some bag space. Need the okra, baby. Give me the okra. Okra Winfrey. Instantly rip the thread. Yeah, there's tons of people who do like extra challenges. There was a warrior who I believe their name was Naked or Nude or something like that. And they leveled from 1 to 60 without any gear. It took them like 16 days in-game time. Like when you type /played, it'll tell you, like, so I've been on this character for 9 hours, 30 minutes, etc. He was had 16 days of slash played. But it was pretty cool that he finally got there. Yeah, there's tons of people who do like insane restrictions.
Hey there. See you around. Safe travels. Be careful.
What am I still oh, stringy vulture meat. Okay, we'll go get that real quick and then turn that in this quest. Turn it in the quest. I'm actually gonna kill that coyote so I can skin it. No, I'm actually not feeling too good. I almost decided not to stream because my tummy's feeling a little off.
Well met.
Alright, let's get rid of that garbage. We need the stringy vulture meat. Okay, okay, I get sidetracked real easy. So, there's a hardcore streamer named Zaryu who will do other challenges. So like he did a warrior where he called himself a barbarian. And part of that was he didn't wear any plate armor, so only like leather, cloth, or chain armor. And he didn't wear a chest piece. So that was sort of his self-imposed restriction for that challenge. And right now he's doing an assassin playthrough sort of thing where he's playing as a rogue, but he's wearing cloth armor for his chest piece, and that's only robes. So he looks like a Elder Scrolls assassin. Like with a cloth robe and a cloth hood. A cloaked assassin, I guess. Is the vibe he's going for. Excuse me. And then there's a World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore add-on you can download. And inside that add-on, there are certain achievements you can go for. So you can do like achievement runs, which adds an extra layer of challenge, like killing Hogger before level 11, like stuff like that. Yeah. The only limit is your imagination. This dude out here running for his life. I shouldn't laugh, but... Oh, they social aggro onto me? No, okay, okay. I thought they were coming at me for a second. I was like, oh, that's... I would have been fine, but... I very could have easily not have been fine under different circumstances. Yeah, there's a good handful of rares that could boost my account. I was doing another run on a different character, maybe about a year ago. I think it was actually the last Warlock that I played. I think they're called like Duskweave Breeches, like cloth leg pieces with like intellect and stamina. That was pretty big. Basically anything with like intellect and stamina on it will be really good for me. Still need that vulture meat. Spellcasters aren't super gear dependent as long as they have enough mana to cast all their spells. A class like classes that use weapons like rogue and warrior paladin, they're generally the classes that benefit way more from like random gear drops. Getting a good weapon as a melee class is always a huge upgrade. Level 13, level 14, level 13. Okay, we can do this. My Woodwalker's about to die. Oh, dude. That was way too close. I'm glad I grabbed a soul shard just in case, but... I basically just killed those guys so I can go kill this guy. There's an epic staff called the Staff of Jordan. I think it's got, like, intellect and stamina on it. That would be pretty good. Oh! Oh, no, that's a downgrade. Never mind. False alarm. Oh, we got the stringy vulture meat, though. That'll boost my account. So now Westfall Stew is complete, and we can move on from that quest. What else have we got? The game wants us to kill Defias Pillagers. I usually like to wait until level 16 to do that. Especially with Warlock, because I think that's when I get Woodwalker Sacrifice. And that's just a really powerful cooldown to help keep me alive. It might actually be time to switch to my Imp. I don't know. Maybe not. I think we're good. Yeah, you could do a no-quest run. I actually started doing that on a mage character that I was playing. I just decided I was going to mob grind the entire way. But yeah, it's totally possible. Yeah, you can, I mean, again, like, the only limits are your imagination. If you can do whatever you want. There's no wrong way to play. As long as you're having fun. Wow. Oops. Oh, a paladin too. Wow, that's really cool. I don't need caps. So I don't normally join guilds when I play hardcore. I usually like to be as solo as possible. But there was a self-found guild that was recruiting, so I was like, all right, I'll join up. Oh, what is that? Oh, recipe for crab claw cake. Cooked crab claw. Never mind. That's actually... If I was taking cooking on this character, that'd be really nice. I think this is probably about the same as if I were to use an imp. Oh, no, come back. Hunter's got that one. Oh, let's grab this one. General wisdom is such that it is very unwise to do AoE grinding in hardcore to level. It is a very fast way to level because you're killing multiple mobs at once, but it's also very dangerous. The last time I was playing hardcore, I was doing a mage, and I was AoE grinding on the mage on these mobs right here, and I had a couple really close calls. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know. It just... Sometimes it's nice just to look down and see guild chat running. It's a nice little social feature. And if I'm ever looking for a dungeon group, it might make it easier. Easier to find a couple fellas to group up with. Just gonna make sure that guy doesn't creep up behind me. This is how to play World of Warcraft right here. So both of my Voidwalker's first two attacks got blocked, so yeah, I was about to say I'm definitely about to start pulling aggro right here. Needed to check my HP, make sure I wasn't about to die. Oh, shnikey. Yeah, being able to teleport is a really nice quality of life. It makes it so you can set your Hearthstone in places you wouldn't normally set your Hearthstone, because, you know, knowing that you could always teleport to any of the major cities, yeah, it's pretty cool. They're really good in hardcore too. Are you playing hardcore, or are you just kind of enjoying classic for what it is? Or are you playing retail? Two more. This is Luna Frames, I think. It's Luna something. Luna Unit Frames. If you're talking about like this right here, and this, and all this, that's Luna Unit Frames. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd recommend hardcore for a first-time WoW player. It's quite the steep learning curve and very punishing. Oh, I didn't get over the fence. That's fine. I didn't really need to do that. I just kind of wanted to. Man, I'm getting all these greens that I can't use. It's kind of a bummer. I've gotten a bunch of them. I guess I could, in theory, use that. It's just not an upgrade. So the unit frames here is Luna. This action bar modifier is Bartender. And then the bag add-on that I'm using is called Bagnon. And then obviously I'm using Questy as well. I think that's it. Oh, vendor price. I use vendor price too. That's really handy because it tells you how much everything is worth while it's sitting in your inventory. It's just I just like to know. So that's a pretty cool add-on in my opinion as well.
Light bless you.
Oh, is that better? It is 1 stamina. That's -4 armor. I don't think that's worth it. I'll just take the monies.
Go with honor, friend.
I do like Luna a lot. For the longest time I used Z Pearl unit frames. There were some features about it I disliked. And I'm very happy with the way Luna looks. And I don't remember what problem I had with Z Pearl, but Luna solved the problem that I was having with Z Pearl.
Be careful.
So it was a nice little 2-for-1. It looks good, and it
Hello.
did the thing that I needed it to do, which I honestly don't remember
Farewell.
what the thing was. I can't remember. It's been like a year or so
Have a
since
good
I've
one.
played hardcore or played WoW at all. I've been doing other stuff,
King's honor.
but we're back. All right. So what now? What's the next quest?
For the Alliance.
I don't want to do the pillagers until level 16. So I can do this Null Paw and see where that puts us. And if that doesn't get us to 16, we can go north to the wetlands. There's a quest there that has a robe with +4 stamina, and it's black, so it looks like a cool warlock robe. And that's just a plus as well. I'm not one to turn my nose up at cool aesthetics. I think it's sleeveless too, so it'll show off my guns. Actually, I'm wearing a shirt. It'll show off the sleeves of my red linen shirt. Yeah. Nice. For a second, I thought I was too low level for that. That's why I made that first noise. Eh. But it turns out we were just fine. We're probably gonna grab this guy. Yep, there we go. Yeah, you can probably find one on the auction house, depending on the server you're on. If I wasn't self-found, I would have just bought one from the auction house. Saved myself all the trouble. But because I did all that mob grinding, I'm kind of ahead of the leveling curve of where I ought to be in terms of my questing. So... yeah. Yeah, there's one in every major city. And also, if you're ever looking for something and you can't find it, you can talk to one of the city guards patrolling the, you know, and they can help you find stuff. It's kind of cool. As long as I don't pull all 6. Okay. I was gonna start dotting up the 3rd one, but I don't want to aggro it. I'd rather my pet stay on it. I guess I could health funnel. I was gonna just sit here and wait for my Voidwalker to heal himself back up. But that'll speed it up a little bit. So there's a scene at the end of the Ninja Turtles movie where they're like, God, I love being a turtle! And they all high-five each other. That's how I feel when I'm playing a Warlock. Oh, okay, yeah. So, are you playing Alliance or Horde? And also, what race are you? I might be able to give you some vague directions on how to get there. I don't know if I can do 4. That's probably a bit excessive. I mean, maybe, but I would have to, like, really dial in. Human Mage, okay. In Stormwind City, as you... Dang it. So when you first enter through the gates of Stormwind, it's basically, like, right in front of you. Sort of. You just like go straight, and you'll see a it almost looks like a gypsy cart with like an awning. It'll be like eventually, like, straight ahead, you'll see, like, this little cart with an awning. And then it's, like, sort of, like, veer just a bit to your left, and you'll see, like, an archway door. You go in the door, and then there's 3 auctioneers inside. Actually, when I hit level 16, I'll run back to Stormwind to train my skills, and I'll show you where it's at exactly, if you're still looking for it. What are we doing here? Gotta turn this quest in. Okay. I'm just gonna farm some, level up my leatherwork, or my skinning a little bit while we're on the way back. Don't attack me, Flesh Ripper. I just want to be friends. Where do we turn this in at? All the way back in Sentinel Hill. I don't think I hearth. I think I'll save my hearth. Yeah, I'm almost there. It's not worth the hearth, I would say. So after I turn in this quest, I don't think it's going to be enough to get me to level 16. So I might take a detour to the wetlands and do a few quests up there, particularly the one that gives a +4 stamina chest piece. I think the mobs I have to kill for that quest are level 14, so it should be pretty safe. It is inside of like a mine shaft or a cave filled with kobolds, but I think we'll be okay.
You need
A
something?
level I'm really looking forward to.
Have a good one. Be careful.
I do think I get the Voidwalker sacrifice at level 16. If not 6, I'm pretty sure it's 16. And if that's the case, that's a big one. That's a huge, like, you know, I'm about to die. Just kidding, I used Voidwalker sacrifice. I'm good now. Now I can get out of this horrible situation. So that one is really good. And then after I've gotten enough talent points to do Fell Domination and Master Summoner, that's huge too. Because with 1 talent here and 2 talents there, it basically gives you an instant cast pet summon rather than taking like 10 seconds. So you can sacrifice and then instantly summon another one, like bam bam. You can actually make a macro to sacrifice and then instantly summon it back, and makes sacrifice even more powerful. So that's a really nice cooldown as well. So the combination of those two things. So level 16, and then I guess it would be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 to get Fell Domination, and then 21, 20, 22. So level 22 will be a huge power spike as well when I get the instant cast. And after that, I don't think there's really anything else. I mean, this is nice, increasing the damage done by your Voidwalker, the melee attack by 4%. Like, that'll give my Voidwalker more threat, so I'm less likely to pull aggro off of him. That would be cool, but after that, there's really nothing in here that I'm super stoked for. I think after I get this, I will either A, contemplate going into Unholy Power, or B, start taking Improved Corruption. I like having an instant cast Corruption. That's just a really nice quality of life. So rather than it taking 2 seconds, it becomes instant cast, which means I can cast it while I'm kiting mobs. It's just really good. So little things like that, little, you know, is what I'm looking forward to most. Okay, so we're gonna go to Wetlands, but I have to go to Stormwind first. So if you're still looking for the auction house, I could show you where it's at, because we have to go that way anyway. Oh man, dude, today was nuts. So this morning after I dropped my daughter off at school, I took my car into like a mechanic shop. I dropped it off, and then my wife came pick me up and took me home. Then I went to bed. I work nights, so I sleep during the day while my daughter's at school. So I go to bed, and then my phone rings at like noon, like 12 o'clock. So I've been asleep for like 4 or 5 hours at this point. I answer the phone, and it's the dude, the mechanic. So I'm like, yo, what's up? Apparently, I thought I was just leaking transmission fluid, but apparently when he was looking at the transmission, when he opened it up, he found like just loose ball bearings inside my transmission. So something internally inside my transmission is broken. And to fix a transmission, it's extremely difficult, and rarely, unless you go to like a transmission specialty shop, it's probably not gonna work right. Like, they're a very complicated piece of machinery. And B, it's really, really expensive. And my car already has like just shy of 300,000 miles on it. So it probably would not be cost effective to put money into fixing the transmission, just because it's got 300,000 miles on it. Like, this is just like the first of many things likely to go wrong with it at this point. Like, it's starting to fall apart. So I'm gonna have to start shopping for a new car soon. So okay, so as you enter the gates of Stormwind, so if you're coming from Goldshire, you'll enter through this main entryway here, right? This is the auction house right here, straight ahead. So this is the little gypsy cart with the awning I was talking about. So if you go through this door, this is the auction house right here. This is the little gypsy cart I was talking about. And this is the auction house right here. And then all 3 of these people are auctioneers you can buy and sell from. And then these, when I was talking about the guards, like this guy right here, Stormwind City Guard, if you're looking for anything like a class trainer or the auction house or whatever, professions trainer, he'll tell you exactly where you need to go, and they mark it on your map. So you can just find everything a little bit easier. So if you're ever lost and you're not sure where to find what you're looking for, talk to the guard and they'll help you. Yeah, no problem, man. My pleasure. I had to come this way anyway. I do want to talk to the fishing trainer now, so that marker disappears off my mini map. Yeah, it wasn't even out of the way, so I think I set my hearth in Ironforge, because I'm almost level 16, and when I hit 16, I'm gonna want to train my level 16 skills, and I don't want to have to take a flight point, train, and then fly back. So it'll give me a little bit of a time saver. Yeah, and it's like that for every major city. If you go to Ironforge, or if you're playing on the Horde side, the city guards will tell you where you need to go. Yeah. The car situation, man, that sucks. So I woke up today at like 3 o'clock. That's usually when I wake up. My wife got home from picking up my daughter from school, and then I immediately called the shop. I was like, hey, I'll be there in a minute. So my wife and I were gonna drive there together so I could pick up my car. But my daughter fell asleep. And my wife was like, well, I don't want to wake her up. And I don't want to leave her here. So we're going to have to wait until she wakes up. And I was like, I'm not. I just told the guy I was on my way. Like, I'm not going to not go pick up my car. So luckily, the shop is only about 4 or 5 blocks away. So I walked to the place, picked up my car, drove it. It drove well enough that I was able to drive it home. But I don't know if I want to drive it to work every day knowing that the transmission's basically broken. There's loose pieces rattling around inside the transmission, so I don't really feel like pushing my luck breaking down on the side of the highway. So I'm just going to drive my wife's car to work until we can get a new car. But yeah, so I walked to the mechanic shop, picked up my car, drove it back, and then immediately had to go out and vote because the polls were closing in a couple hours, and I wanted to make sure I was able to get my vote in. Not that it mattered. I live in a state that generally overwhelmingly votes opposite to how I vote, so I felt like my vote got thrown in the trash, but you never know. It's still important to go do that kind of stuff, so I did. My civic duty. Ugh. And then while I was at the place voting, my wife was texting me. I was like, you know what I'm doing? Why are you texting me right now? She's like, hey, do you want to get Burger King? So then I drove from the voting poll to go pick up dinner at Burger King. And it kind of upset my tummy a little bit. Well, what's crazy is the car was only 10 years old. It's a 2014. But I commute about, it's a 94-mile drive from my house to work. So I put 188 miles on it a day. So that, you know, and it's all highway miles though, to be fair. Like, you know. So it, you know, it's not like it's 300 city miles, 300,000 city miles. It's like 6,000 miles shy of 3,000. I'm sad that I didn't get to that 300,000 mark. But if it would have held out for another month, I probably could have hit 300,000. But it got really good gas mileage too. I get about 40 miles to the gallon. Yeah, well, it's a very well-paying job, especially when you consider that I don't have a college education. So you just kind of do what you got to do, you know. I live close to family here, and it's nice having that support system if we need help watching our daughter for whatever reason. And also, my stepdaughter, her dad lives in this area, so it just, you know, it makes transporting from house, you know, home to home a lot easier if we're close by them as well. So between that and my wife's family living nearby, it's just yeah, I don't know. But it is what it is. I'm gonna make sure I snag this flight point, actually, before I do anything. The question is, do I set my hearth here in Iron Forge? I think I do.
What can I do for you? Be good.
I've been making videos on this channel for, I think it was a year in August, so just over a year, or 2. Maybe it was 2 years, or I don't know, not that long. Yeah, the way I view content creation is I just approach it as a hobby. If it happens to pan out, then that's cool, right? But I'm not like actively trying to make a career out of it. Many years ago, I was creating content for Hearthstone, and I was actively trying to make a career out of it, and I was trying so hard and I was so desperate that that desperation came off very cringily. And I kind of learned my lesson, so I'm just, you know, just doing it for fun nowadays. Oh. The inn is on the other side of the Iron Forge.
How generous.
It has to have been 2 years. There's no way I've only been doing it for a year. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, now I'm like kind of want to look it up real quick because I am curious. Just give me a second. I gotta satisfy my curiosity. Your channel. August 30th, 2022. So just over 2 years.
I've the finest
Oh,
wares
that's
in the
not who I
land.
meant to talk to.
How are
Feet
ya?
on the ground.
Alright, I'm gonna set my
Off
heart.
with you.
Oh, I just realized. I'm gonna have to run up there manually. I guess it's worth it. Maybe I should have done this off stream too. I didn't think about it. Now I'm frustrated at myself. I did a lot of the other legwork stuff off stream before we started today. But this is one that didn't cross my mind. So, I grew my channel. Like, I've got just over 3,000 subscribers, and the vast majority of that are people who play the game Raid Shadow Legends. There is a game coming out in the same genre as Raid Shadow Legends sometime next summer called Godforge. And it's being made by content creators who specialize in making content for Raid Shadow Legends. So a lot of people who play Raid are going to be playing Godforge as well. And I've already started doing videos that cover Godforge. So when Godforge comes out, I'm positioned very well to grow my channel even further by covering Godforge. And I plan on playing it a lot, so I don't know if I'll ever be able to. I just elbowed my PC. I don't know if I'll ever like make it as a World of Warcraft content creator. I don't anticipate that happening, but I could foresee my channel blowing up big time when Godforge comes out. But right now it's not even in beta yet. I've just been covering like news and stuff. Hey, what's up, Vanner? Yeah, and the thing about Minecraft though is I would be such a small fish in such a huge pond. The people, like the biggest Minecraft content creators, have been playing Minecraft for like 15 years. And while I do have fun when I play that game, my knowledge and expertise on it are lacking severely. Also, the people who have huge Minecraft channels, also it looks like either A, they themselves are like really good video editors, or B, they've hired a video editor. And while I do think my video editing skills are above average, I still have a long way to go before I can compete with the big names. But I am learning to use a video editing software called DaVinci Resolve, which is a professional grade software. And it's been a lot of fun. Oh, we should kill this guy. Vagash. It wouldn't even be a challenge at level 15. Maybe I'll go see what the quest rewards for killing him are. If I get some nice gear, maybe I'll do it. Maybe it'll be worth it. If I had to put a guess on it, I would say Raid Shadow Legends content. Because I know when I went through a rut and stopped playing Raid, you were one of the few people who continued watching my Raid or my WoW live streams. So I think you were already a viewer of my channel through Raid, and you stuck around for when I got into hardcore. Okay, let's see what the quest rewards
Great
are.
to meet you.
Oh. I would consider those to be a side grade at best. I'm just not even gonna bother.
Ground.
There's no glory to be had here at level 15. Yeah. And honestly, even if my channel doesn't grow, I'm perfectly happy with the way things are. Like, I don't hate my job. Would it be nice if I could work from home? Absolutely. But I've got a really good union job. Like, where I work is a very desirable place to work. I mean, clearly, it's worth driving 94 miles to and from every day. Like, it's a good job. It's a good place to work. And of all the jobs in that place I could have, I got really, really lucky, and I have an insanely good job there. I have a ton of downtime. Most people don't have any downtime. It's like an assembly line that just never stops moving, and you're working constantly all day. But because I work in repair, some days there just aren't a lot of repairs. And some days I might get 30 repairs, and each repair only took me about 2 minutes. So I do like an hour's worth of work in 10 hours. I've got an insanely good job. So, you know, I don't mind the job that I work. And if I had to work there until I retire, I would be okay with it. I don't hate my job. I understand how lucky I am to have it. And it's a union job, and I've got really good benefits. I've got full coverage healthcare for me and my family. Like, I get really good pay. It's a good job. But I would love to work from home. It would be cool if I didn't have to go work in a factory every day. Hey, what's up, Sagib? Yeah, I'm off today. Oh, that's one of the benefits of my union is I'm off every election day, so we can go vote. So normally I wouldn't be streaming on a Tuesday night, because I'd be at work, but I got the day off. Paid day off, by the way. I get 10 hours of pay, so I can go vote. So I got 10 hours of pay for going and taking 30 minutes of my day to go vote. So. I am envious of your commute. Yeah, of course there's drawbacks, you know, like my wife, I don't want to say she works from home, but she's a stay-at-home mom, and she's writing a book series. So she does do work from home, but it's not like she has a job and deadlines, and she's self-published, so there's no like pressure from an editor or anything like that. She just works on it when she feels like working on it. Who's winning? Last I checked, Donald Trump was winning. I can check again real quick. Give me a second. But, like, he was winning by a lot. Hold up.
Donald Trump understood that he had to expand the electorate, he had to grow his votes, and he had to get them in early. What's happening in Georgia and in North Carolina, you have
Oh,
these
wow.
big Democratic centers, but they would have to overperform in order to.
So Donald Trump is still leading, but the gap is closing. Kamala Harris is right behind him. So it's still pretty close, though. But Donald Trump is in the lead.
Hello.
But a lot of the big
See
blue
you
states have their polls haven't ended yet. So like California and Oregon are always turn up blue. And California is worth a ton of electoral votes. So yeah, and last I don't know if Michigan is or Wisconsin. Yeah, Michigan and Wisconsin are usually blue, so that usually adds more to the
How are you?
you know.
Safe travels.
Detroit, Michigan is where all of the big three automotive manufacturing plants are: GMC, Ford, and whatever the third one is. That's a very, very blue state. A lot of middle class. That state is built by middle class workers, so it's a very blue state as well. But yeah, but it can still easily go either way. It's close enough that I'm nervous. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm not like a doomsayer. I'm not, if the candidate I voted for doesn't win, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's the end of democracy. It's, that's not my stance. I'm really not that invested in it. I'm clearly I have a preference, but I don't. I'm sure whoever runs will get criticized by the other side no matter what they do. So. That was a bit of a detour, but I think not dying to Defiance Pillagers... You know what would have been a bigger detour? Dying and starting back again in Elwyn Forest. That would be a much bigger detour. So I think it's worth it to take a small little sidestep up into Dunmoreau and do a few quests up here. That's probably accurate, Scott. Yeah.
What's on your mind? Keep your feet on the ground. See you soon.
Oh, you know what? I have a quest that's going to take me to Ironforge anyway. So maybe I set my hearth here? Let me think about that. If I set my hearth here, I do the quest, it takes me to Ironforge. Once I hit level 16. Double dip, do my level 16 training in Ironforge. I could hearth back. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm only saving a one-way trip either way, however I do it. If I really... Yeah, I don't know.
Well met. Safe travels.
If I fall to a Murloc... Oh, man. I might just uninstall World of Warcraft at that point. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I might try Rogue again. It depends on if I'm feeling sick of... If the thought of leveling another Warlock
Hi.
is upsetting to me.
Watch your back.
Like if the thought of doing the whole grind all over again on the exact same class, if that notion disturbs me, I might try a different class. But if not, I might roll Warlock again. I really like Warlock. I'm familiar with the class. I'm comfortable with the class. I feel like I play the class well enough that if there was a class that I'm confident I can make it to 60 on, it's Warlock. So,
Great
like,
to meet you.
you know,
Be good.
I'm heavily inclined to try Warlock again, but I don't know. Like, if I die to the Defias Pillagers at level 16, I probably won't want to do Warlock because I've just leveled Warlock 1 to 16. But if I make it to like 30 or 35 or 40 and then die, I might be sick of playing. You know, I might be ready to try something else. I don't know. I usually rotate back and forth between Rogue and Warlock to give myself a break from playing one class too much. But it kind of just depends on how I'm feeling when I die. Okay, let's do that one. Yeah, no, you're good, man. Yeah, that's pretty much accurate. So, yeah, it's more about like your state representatives, and also who you vote into the Electoral College, and there's, yeah, I don't know. Oh, you know what? I just realized I don't have a pet out. A third class I would consider. Mage. I do mage occasionally. I like mage quite a lot. I'm not as good at mage. Like, I don't have the reflexes. I don't have the instincts. Like, when I'm playing Warlock and shit hits the fan, I know what buttons to press to help me get out of that situation, right? Same thing with Rogue. Except for that one time I forgot to vanish. And I died. You know, I have good instincts with those classes because I've played them a lot. And while I know in my mind what buttons I should press when shit hits the fan, I don't have the instincts to just do it without thinking about it, if that makes sense. So I could do mage and get some more practice in on mage. That's another really strong class. Mages are also really valuable in dungeons, and every dungeon group would love to have a mage. So even though it's just another, like DPS are like a dime a dozen, but mage is a very valuable class because if you accidentally overpull and you have to run, a Frost Nova freezing all enemies gives you like an 8-second head start to run out of the dungeon. So like just that one skill alone makes mages extremely valuable. They also have polymorph, which can be helpful in other situations. Any predictions from The Simpsons? I actually haven't watched a ton of The Simpsons. I wasn't allowed to watch it when I was younger because my mom thought Itchy and Scratchy were a little too violent. So I just never really got into The Simpsons because it wasn't in my house. And by the time I became an adult, I had lived that long without it. It just, you know, just wasn't on my radar, I guess. But apparently, I guess The Simpsons predicted Donald Trump becoming the president, and they also predicted that there would be an assassination attempt against him. Stuff like that. From what I've heard, I don't know. I haven't seen those firsthand. Oh, you know what? If you skin a sheep, you can get wool. So I'm gonna kill this sheep and skin it on the off chance I get some wool, because I will need the wool for tailoring. Oh, baby, that is OP. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you can. Mages have a skill called polymorph, yeah. It's a very strong crowd control ability. It's a single target, and if the enemy takes any damage, it breaks the crowd control, but yeah, you can... I think it lasts up to like 30 seconds. It's really good. Yeah, I've seen a YouTube video that was like a montage of things that The Simpsons predicted. Just more proof that we're living in a simulation. Dun, 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 dun. It's got a catchy theme song, I'll give him that.
Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Watch your back.
Wash your back.
Be good.
Be good.
Off with you.
Off with ya.
Be good.
Sorry, I can't help myself
Watch your
sometimes.
back.
This is what I'm talking about. Robe of the Keeper. 4 stamina. And it looks pretty cool.
Off with you. Watch your back. Off with you.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think you get polymorph at like level 8.
What can I get for you today?
That's something you have, or maybe it's level 10 or 12. I don't remember. You get it pretty early. I think you get Frost Nova at 8 and Polymorph at 10, something like that. Oh yeah, there are tons of episodes. That show's been on the air. I mean, that show's been on the air since I was a kid, and I'm 35. Like, I remember like watching it when I was like 3 or 4 years old. And I think it had been on before that too. I think that show might be as old as I am, which is very insane that it's been on the air for that long. That's true. Yes. You're bound to get something to stick, I guess, eventually. Normally what I do is I'll hit level 14 in Westfall, then come up here and level up here until 16, then go back to Westfall and level from 16 to 18, then I'll come back here at level 18 and finish up these quests. But because I'm about to hit 16 and I just started here, I might stay here and do some of the little harder quests. Like there's the Trog quests in the cave where you have to do like fight the 3 named mobs. I'm pretty confident I'll be able to solo that one. But at like 17 or 18 I should be able to do that no problem. Since 1989, yeah, that's the year I was born, so checks out.
Oh, man.
Bum, bum, ba. Man, another one that I can't use. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder why that guy's not got his Voidwalker out. That's interesting. I think I am a high... Yeah, okay. I'm a high enough level that this quest isn't going to be particularly challenging, but I do want the reward from it, so... Unless we get, like, boxed in by respawns, then it could be kind of sketchy. Looks like someone's already killing their way through. Oh, Druid is another class I really like. I don't know if I like him for hardcore. The biggest problem about Druid is they level really slow until like level 18 or 20. It just feels like such a slog. Especially after like playing Rogue or Warlock. I do like the Druid class quite a lot. Don't know, I don't think I've ever even made it to level 20 as a Druid in hardcore. Or if I did, it's just barely. So those nerds are like running to the back of the cave fighting over these quest items, but one just respawned in front of me. I mean, he can't loot these if he's dead, so I'll just pick these up. No big deal. I'll let the Druid have this one. I'll grab the next one. I'm being a bro. I'm grabbing this one though. I figured he was killing that mob, I'd let him have that one. Where did that guy come from? Look at him running, like straight from the back of the cave. Like, what was that? He just made a beeline all the way around. Oh, you know what? Maybe my pet aggroed that one? And then, because I got buffed. Okay, this is gonna get sloppy here for a second. Okay, now I get him. I thought that other one was gonna pull for sure. That was insanely lucky. I guess I gotta kill these guys for the ears anyway. We might as well just murder our way out of the cave. Murder cave. How do I loot so quickly? Probably a combination of fast internet and fast PC. Oh, there's also auto loot. I don't know if you know about this feature. Options, controls, auto loot. If you're playing on a private server, the setup might look different. I don't know, but look for auto loot. That might be. Oh, did I just disconnect? It's not my internet. My internet is fine. I'm streaming at 2,000 kilobytes per second with 0% drop frames. And it's not my live stream. It's not my PC either. If it was my PC, then the stream would have been lagging too. I think that was a server lag. But I just looked back at the live stream replay, and I wasn't getting any lag on my stream, so it wasn't my PC. Yeah, I do have fiber internet. 1 gig upload and download. I've wanted it so bad for so long. I used to live much closer to where I work when I lived with my brother. And he had fiber internet, and it was amazing. And ever since I moved in with my wife after we got married, it's just been like longing for fiber internet. But our non-fiber internet service provider started raising our bill every month, just creeping it up slowly and slowly, to a point where we were getting charged like 40% more than what we were getting charged when we first signed up. So I was like, you know what? Screw this. Because there was there's a new fiber internet service in town, and they were going to charge us less, like $40 less a month than what we were getting charged currently for fiber internet. So I was like, you know what? Let's just switch. I've wanted fiber so bad for so long, especially as a content creator. It's just a huge quality of life to not have to spend 30 minutes uploading a video. Or an hour, depending, you know, just... Yeah. For however long my video was, like if it was a 30-minute video, it would take me an hour to upload it with the internet speeds that I had. Now it takes like, if it's a 30-minute video, it'll upload in like 3 minutes. Or less, even. I don't know. It's ludicrous. Huge quality of life. Having a faster computer. I recently upgraded my PC. So, like, my videos process, like, the edits process faster. They render faster. It's like... I'm living in the golden age, it feels like, compared to where I was. This guy, Wrath, he's just a tank. He's got this ability called Torment that says taunts the creature, increasing the chance that it will attack the Voidwalker. So his job is to make sure all of the enemies that we're fighting are attacking him. And he's just got a lot of HP and high defense. So he's just a tanky unit.
What's on your mind?
He doesn't do as much damage as the Imp, but
Off with you.
what he lacks in damage, he makes up for in utility as my tank. I just like this robe. I think it looks cooler, so we're gonna put this one on. It's probably would be considered a side grade. It's not necessarily an upgrade or a downgrade. It's close enough that it doesn't matter, and I think it just looks cooler than the other one, so we're gonna wear this one.
You got my attention.
You got my attention. Need some more spider ichor. Did you know this is pronounced ichor? I used to think it was pronounced ichor, but I heard it pronounced ichor, and I was like, there's no way it's pronounced ichor. So I looked it up. Turns out it's pronounced ichor. Okay, we're gonna save this. Let's put it down here. Probably don't need more than a full stack of these. Oh, I'll get more. So, don't need those any longer.
Hey, good.
I cannot confirm or deny these allegations. Or implications. I guess they're not really allegations, are they? Maybe, I guess you can consider them allegations. Allegedly. I don't know. Whatever. I cannot confirm or deny these rumors. I generally don't like to talk politics on stream. They have a way of dividing people that I'm not fond of. I'd rather just... I don't mind talking about current events. You know, it's something that's happening right now in the world, but I'm not gonna preach politics. Speaking on it purely from a current events standpoint, I'm okay with, I guess. But I will try to remain as neutral as possible while we do so. I don't want anyone to feel alienated. And I certainly don't like drama, so I'm just gonna keep my political opinions to myself. And I would humbly request you all do the same. But if you want to discuss things that are happening from a news and current events perspective, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, same. Man, these bears need to start dropping meat. Apparently these bears aren't made of meat. These ones are just fur and skeleton. Oh no, we already got the spider juice. Man, I can't believe I did an 8-hour stream yesterday. I definitely wasn't planning to go for that long, but I also wanted to get my wand. And that's just how long it took me to get my wand. My big wand, the one I have now. Oh! Man, I think the blue one's cooler than the brown one, so we'll put the blue one on. That sucks that I don't really need that. I could have gone towards somebody who doesn't have any. Oh, I need the boar intestines too? Ugh. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now what because. Yo, boar intestines. Okay, we need one more of those, and then we still just need the bear meat. Yeah, it does take a little bit of finesse. For beginners in the pet class, advice I would say would be macro your pet attack to one of your main skills. Particularly if you're playing Hunter, to macro it to Hunter's Mark. So as soon as you cast Hunter's Mark on an enemy, it sends your pet in to start attacking it. So slash pet attack, and then if you were a hunter, then you would go like enter slash cast Hunter's Mark or whatever. You know, that would be your macro. I don't have Hunter's Mark, so obviously that won't work for me. But if you're a warlock, you can do like slash cast corruption or slash cast immolate or whatever it is you want to open with. Macro your pet attack to that skill. And that way you don't have to physically remember to send your pet in on it. I think I did end shortly after you left. I don't remember. That way you don't have to micromanage it. As an advanced pet class player myself, I make special buttons, like mouse wheel up is pet attack, and then mouse wheel down calls the pet to follow me in return. So I could be like, go get him, tiger. Oh, go get him, tiger. Change my mind, come back. I just like having that agency. Because with the macro system I described earlier, it makes it harder to attack two targets. So for example, if I made an immolate macro, and I go start casting immolate and send my pet in on this bear, if I cast immolate anywhere else, then it would make my pet start to attack this spider too. And it would make it harder for me to like juggle these. I want my pet to stay on the bear, and I can keep this one feared. You know, I mean, but that's like, I wouldn't advise inexperienced players to play that way anyway, because it's just more dangerous. But, you know, living on the edge is exciting for me, so that's just how I like to play the game. Venom sac. Ooh, I'm gonna keep that. Okay, I need that for first aid, which I haven't taken yet. I need, man. The biggest downside to having tailoring is that it makes it really hard to level your first aid. I guess I still need these. Another 2 or 3 hours? Man. I was definitely motivated to get that wand before I shut that stream off. Oh. My loneliness is killing me. I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. I got another Venom sac. That's pretty dope. Murder. Oh, it survived. That's awkward. Sorry, sheep. Didn't think you'd survive that, if I'm being honest. The quest text that is delivered when you turn in this tunnel rat ear quest is actually really funny. And I had never read it before, but when I play with the AI add-on that like reads the text quest to, I think it's just called text or quest text. It reads it out loud to you with like AI generated voices. It's really funny how the AI reads it. Yeah, I got the magic wand. Ugh. I didn't get a nap today though. I don't have it currently. I could install it really quick. It wouldn't take that long. I mean, maybe I'll grab it for the weekend. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Scott. I appreciate it, man. Have a good night. Thank you. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. I don't know why that song stuck in my head, but it is. What's this guy doing? What? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go away. Go away. Go away. Stop following me. I want to be left alone. Leave me alone. Oh, you know what? I should probably go back and kill those tunnel rats for the ears. Yeah, most spellcasters have pretty good range. I think. Yeah, that right there. That's about my range. 30 yards is the range. I think hunters have a talent they can take to increase their range to 35 yards or 40 yards. I don't know. I think hunters have the longest range, or potentially could have the longest range, or maybe I don't know if that's in classic or if that was a cataclysm thing. So what do we still need? I keep forgetting. Bear meat and boar intestines, as well as the tunnel rat ear. Actually, once I get to a point where I'm doing quests I've never done before, I very well may likely do the quest text. These low level, like sub 20 quests, I've done them so many times. Especially the starting zone quests. I have died and restarted in hardcore an embarrassingly high amount of times. And I just get sick of hearing them over and over again. But maybe I'll install it for the next stream, if I remember. There's a lot of time between now and then, which means it's more likely that I'll forget. Unless I watch this. Normally, I like to watch the streams back when I'm finished streaming. If I'm watching the stream back and I make it this far into the stream, I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I should install that," and it'll remind me to do it. That's another reason why I watch my live streams back. I make a lot of promises during the live stream and then forget about them. So if I watch back my live streams, it'll remind me of all the promises I've made. I'm more likely to fulfill those promises if I have a reminder. So now we just need the boar intestines. Dope on a rope. Oh, you know what? I hit level 16, didn't I? Where did I spend my talent point? I didn't. Alright, let's do that. I need to train my skills too. I'll wait till I'm done with this round of quests. These mobs are low enough level that I don't feel like I need to level up my skills to take them down effectively. What do you guys think? A brownie or a cupcake? I've got both of them in the kitchen, waiting to be consumed. I actually haven't had any of the cupcakes yet, but the brownies are delicious. My wife is a very talented baker, or just really good at cooking in general. We got the bear meat. It's funny that you called him Mordecai, too. That made me laugh yesterday as well. Is this what Mordecai looked like before he got burned? Before he became a burn victim? You think I could get 2 ears off of those tunnel rats? Also, calling them tunnel rats feels dirty. It almost feels racist. Like, It's like calling a panda or a raccoon a trash panda. It just, I don't know. I don't know if I'm good with it. I mean, I guess they're literally called tunnel rat vermin. That just makes it even sound dirtier. Putting tagging vermin along at the end there. They're like sentient beings with thoughts and feelings and ideas. And I'm just like slaying them and calling them tunnel rats. I don't know. It makes me feel dirty. Oh, that's interesting. We got a light hide. Oh, really? That was a. I didn't realize that was like a job. Interesting. Okay, so these guys are heroes. Okay, I guess maybe it's just the word rat makes it sound sketch. Because there's just negative connotations attached. I guess. And they're also like rat-like creatures. Hey, we got our intestines. Oh man, I had no idea. That's crazy. More light hide. I don't think there's anything I can do with light hide, unfortunately. I think the other camp... Well, we're almost done. I'll just stay here then. I think the other camp, where I did that other quest where we had to go in and collect the mining supplies, I think that one has like instant respawns. Like it's impossible to clear out the entire camp. You will get respawns before they're done. And if that's the case, it would probably be quicker to finish this quest up over there. But we're almost done. We just need 2 more. Show me how you want it to be. We're not getting experience from these ones though. I think the ones at the other tunnel are like higher level. They were like level 12. It wasn't like that much copper to be gained there, but every little bit helps, right? Oh man, I am getting sleepy. I think I need some excitement in my life. Need to do some really stupid polls. Killing these level 10 and level 11 rats isn't really lighting a fire inside me, so to speak. Okay. What? No. That's gotta be troll, right? Someone's in world chat is saying Donald Trump just won. Is the poll? Are the polls over? Whoa. Okay, so some of the polls aren't closed yet, but Donald Trump is ahead. It takes 270 electoral college votes to win, and Donald Trump has 247. Kamala Harris only has 214. But the states that where the polls are not yet closed, so it's Maine, Minnesota, are blue, and Hawaii. No, Hawaii's closed. So Maine and Minnesota are the only two states where the polls are still open that are blue leaning. And then Alaska, Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania are all red leaning. So it is looking like Donald Trump is going to win. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 states, or 8 or 9 states, I might have miscounted. The polls are still open, so duel to the death. Oh man, who would win in like an actual street fight between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump? Kamala Harris has youth, but Donald Trump is not a small dude. Like, I bet he can swing a fist. I don't know. I legitimately have no idea. But Kamala Harris looks like she's in good shape though. Donald Trump, I bet Kamala Harris could tire Trump out. He's an old man. Oh, duel to the death for me? Who would I have dueled to the death? I wasn't looking.
Interested on a pint?
Oh, I wanted excitement. Oh.
What's your back?
That's a little bit too much excitement, man. Maybe if I hit level 60 and I was like bored and didn't have anything else to do, I would consider it.
Well met. Safe travels. Keep your feet on the ground.
Man, we didn't get a 1 armor
See you
upgrade.
soon.
That's cool, I guess. Cavalier's boots. Where's the search button? There they are. Okay. Show me how you want. That did start a funny conversation, though. I am curious who would win in a mock Gorah. I bet Trump fights dirty, though.
See you soon. Safe
And I
travels.
would be surprised if he had any qualms about hitting a woman.
Welcome.
A lot of dudes wouldn't have it in them, but I don't think that would be a problem with our boy, Mr. Trump. He'd punch her right in the throat and wouldn't think twice. I don't care who you voted for, you can't argue that's false. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be closer than people would think it would be, but I bet he would win in a fight. Yeah. He doesn't play by the rules.
Keep your feet on the ground.
And I don't mean that as like an insult. I mean like that's just his personality. It's how he rolls.
How are you?
That's how he got ahead in life. You don't become a millionaire by playing by the rules. You bend the system to your will. Take advantage of it at every turn. Okay, before I do anything, I thought I had a quest that would fly me into Ironforge. Maybe I... Maybe it's a chain from this one. Maybe I gotta do this one first. Oh, no. You only get the quest that flies you to Ironforge if you're a dwarf. Just like you only get the one that flies you to Stormwind if you're a human.
Thank you.
That's right. Okay, so... Where's my hearth set? Ironforge. Okay. Let's hearth Ironforge. We will train our level 16 skills. And then we'll fly back out here and start working on the trogs. I'm pretty sure I get Voidwalker Sacrifice at this level. I'm like 70% sure. So that'll be a nice quality of life cooldown. I don't want to say get out of jail free card, but like, you know, it's definitely an umbrella for when shit hits the fan, at the very least. And seeing this guy selling spider silk boots reminds me that I need to like hunker down and focus on my tailoring. We are about to do a quest chain that focuses killing lots of trogs, so that'll be nice. And then after that, we're gonna go back to Westfall and do Defias, the, you know, Defias quest chain and the pillagers and all that stuff. So we will have plenty of humanoid farming in our immediate future, so that will help. But I haven't even taken first aid yet. Like, I don't even have it. Everybody's saying Trump wins, but I just looked at it and it's not over yet. But he's definitely in the lead. It's looking like things will go in his favor, last that I checked.
Interesting.
Curse of Recklessness. I don't think I want that yet. Oh, Life Tap rank 2. Hell yeah. Also, we have our first gold. I just realized. I didn't even notice that I was over 1 gold. Underwater breathing. That could come in handy. Huh, okay. Well, I mean, that was... Life Tap. That's the one I did. Okay. 30 health to 30 mana. 65 health to 60 mana. Okay, now we have to go to the Demon Trainer. Actually, I was just in there. I should have...
Can I help you?
Okay, so I want to keep up to date on my Imp stuff, even though we're not using him most of the time. Fire Shield is good. No, I don't want Phase Shift. I think that's like... makes him do less... pull less threat, which I don't want to do. Voidwalker's Sacrifice, baby, right there. That's the ticket. Yeah.
See you later.
Rich boy. Yeah. I mean... Actually, you know what? Oh, he's gone now. Dang it. If I would have waited and taken the flight point back to where I was, my Voidwalker would have disappeared and I would have been refunded my soul shard. If I had done it like that, then I could have... Basically, doing it this way cost me a soul shard. So now I get 7 stamina with my imp in my group. Actually, speaking of soul shard, I need a health stone. Now I have 1 left to summon a Void Walker when I get back. You know what? I do have to go back to work tomorrow. I'm contemplating ending the stream because I am tired. I had a big day today and I didn't get much. Normally I take a nap on the days that I plan to stream to make sure I've got plenty of energy. But I do want to keep playing, even if I'm not streaming. And if I end the stream and I keep playing and something exciting happens or I die or whatever, it would have been a shame to have missed it. Like the whole, you know.
How are you?
Velsamar.
Keep your feet on the ground.
I don't know, or maybe I just log out of WoW. I don't know what the hell else I would do though. Besides take a nap. But it's a little late in the evening to be taking a nap. It's kind of that's playing with fire. I didn't end up sleeping and wake up at like 6 a.m. when you know, and be like, oh, I accidentally took a 6-hour nap. Yeah. Wow, those are really dope. Buccaneer's Gloves of Fiery Wrath. Yeah. Like, I do want to keep playing. Maybe I could end the stream and then just record what's happening while I play. And if nothing exciting happens, then I'll just delete the recording. But if something does exciting happen, I'll have the recording and I can make a highlight video. Like, you know, I die or something. Or I get like a crazy rare drop or something. Something that, like, you know, something worth highlighting. But if nothing happens, then I'll delete the file and, you know, whatever. I'll get better soon, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired. It's hard to be entertaining and be on my A game when I'm tired. No matter what I do, I need to make some more soul stones. I like having 4. At all times, and I currently have 0. So I will farm some soul stones. I think I'm gonna wrap it up after that. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll watch some Dexter. I restarted watching Dexter recently. Might get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry. Dude, I'm getting so many like off-spec greens or off-class greens, I guess. I don't know. Oops. 69. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. Tell me Warlock isn't the coolest class. 69. Okay, I want one more health stone, and then we'll wrap it up. I look like a flippin' supervillain, dude. Okay, yeah, Death Knights are pretty cool. They're like if warriors and warlocks had a baby, or maybe paladins and yeah, they're like a hybrid class between like a paladin and a warlock. Because like Death and Decay is kind of the opposite of Consecration. They spread diseases. They're melee. They have self-healing. Warriors don't really. Yeah, it's like dark paladins. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna log out. And Druid? Druids are pretty cool, man, but nah. Warlocks, and for classic WoW, Warlocks are the most badass class. They're the edgiest class. How about that? They're the emo kids of classic WoW. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna end the stream, and I'm probably gonna watch some TV and just relax. Something I don't do very often. I get so caught up in trying to make content, whether it's streaming or editing videos or whatever, that I just don't take a lot of time for myself. So I'm going to enjoy this special day off that I got for Election Day, and I'm just going to relax and enjoy myself before I go back to work tomorrow. So to those of you who hung out with me and joined me tonight on this journey, thank you for watching. Hopefully, I will see you all in another video soon. But until next time, everyone, take care.